Flipping heck. Alright, 14 stamina. Hits between 1 to 5. That would be very bad. He could kill me in 2 hits. Greetings from Bermuda, this is BD Alimi, and welcome back to Fabled Lands, where we are going to pick up our adventure from where we left off last time. Alright, we step through the archway, and when our sight returns, you find yourself at the gates of a large city, set on an ochre-coloured river. A vile stink of brimstone permeates the air. You wrinkle your face up in disgust and gag involuntarily. "Welcome to Yellowport," says a passing merchant. Yellowport is the second largest city in Saqqara. It is mainly a trading town and is known for its exotic goods from distant Konu, way to the south. Konu. The stinking river brings rich deposits of sulphur from the lake of the Sea Dragon down to the town, where it is extracted and stored in the large waterfront warehouses run by the Merchants Guild. From here, the mineral is exported all over Hakuna. Unfortunately, all that sulphur has its drawbacks. The stink is abominable, and much of the city has a yellowish hue, hence the name. The river is so full of sulphur that it is virtually useless as a source of food or of drinking water. However, the demands for sulphur, especially from the sorceress guilds, is great. Politically, much has changed in the past few years. The old and corrupt king of Saqqara, Corin VII, has been deposed and executed in a military coup. General Grieve Marlock and the army now control Saqqara. General Grievous. The old council of Yellowport has been indefinitely dissolved, and a provost marshal, Marlos Marlock, the general's brother, appointed as military governor of the town. To leave Yellowport by sea, buy or sell ships and cargo, go to the harbour master. Alright, what have we got in Yellowport then? So, Gold Dust Tavern, Provost Marshal, Temple, Trade Guild, Market, House Stash. Probably shouldn't be wandering around with 500 shards in my pocket. Let's go to the temple first and see if we can get this curse dealt with. You're standing in the middle of the Plaza of the Gods, where all the temples stand in Yellowport. Visit the Temple of Makkah, visit the Temple of Elnir, visit the Temple of Alvir and Valmir, or visit the Temple of Tyranai. I think it was Makkah, the one we needed. The Temple of Makkah, the terrible goddess of disease and famine, is a large underground chamber accessible via an ornate entrance in the middle of the Plaza of the Gods, where all the temples stand in Yellowport. Down below, the walls bear earth. The ceiling is covered in the roots of growing plants. For Makkah is also the goddess of the harvest, who must be kept happy, else disease and famine will strike the people, their crops, and their livestock, bringing ruin to all. Oh man, now there's other places that could have become an initiate. Maybe I pledged my allegiance too early. Let's ask to be cured of disease or poison. It is fortunate that we have a chosen one of Makkah at this temple, says the High Priestess. Only the chosen ones have the goddess-given powers to cure the afflicted. It costs 75 shards. Only 30 if you're an initiate of Makkah to be cured of a poison or a disease. God, so expensive. Fine. 75 shards. Ghoulbite. Thank you. You no longer have Ghoulbite nor suffer its effects. Okay. Let's just check out what blessings she has. A non-initiate must pay 20 shards for a blessing. You will obtain an immunity to disease and poison. The blessing works by allowing you to ignore any one occasion when you would normally suffer from a disease or poison. For instance, the venomous bite of a snake. You only have one immunity to disease and poison blessing at any one time. Once it's used up, you can return to the temple to buy a new one. I wonder if I should just buy one. Given it costs 75 to rid me of it. I don't want to spend all my money at once though. Let's get one. And leave the temple. What I do want to do is go here and hopefully buy a crossbow, given we have these bolts. Although admittedly we only have 2 bolts. Heavy crossbow. Range 4, combat +1, damage 3 to 6, action point cost 6. What's a regular crossbow? 90 shards, no bonus, still costs 6 action points. I don't know, what am I going to need my shards for? I guess we could buy a better weapon as well. Well, although not both. I guess I could buy like a basic crossbow. Yeah, 20 not bad for insurance, right? That's kind of how I think of it. We could buy a basic crossbow so then we have a ranged weapon and maybe then a better axe. 2 to 4 damage rather than 1 to 3. Combat +1. So that's our combat stat. I don't exactly know how that affects our chance to hit. Presumably it improves it. Oh, that's pricey though, 250. What else is there? Let's go down this way. I could buy some better armor as well. Oh no, 400's nowhere near enough shards. I want to buy all the things. Defense +3, so our ring mail is +2. Wait, but I can sell this stuff. Okay, because I don't want... okay, drop items in this area or right click to sell. Yes, sell the ring mail. Sell the leather armor. Is there any reason to keep the short sword and the spear? Or are we better off selling it? Nobody wants to buy my smelly fish? 40, so we could get another 80. Might be worth it. I could just die at the next dialogue choice. Yeah, let's commit. Sell. Sell. Thing is, if we get a good ranged weapon, we might not even need to fight close up, but we are a warrior. What? Do we have any, like, stats that seem... Combat is just the skill of fighting. So it doesn't look like there's different stats for range damage and melee damage. So... wait, what else have we got? Rat poison alchemy. When applied to your weapon, it will grant you +3 offense and +2 damage against rats or rat-like creatures for one fight only. Interesting, okay. Treasure map. Cause for more bloodshed than the treasure itself. What are these scrolls? Contains secret combat techniques that when studied will grant you a bonus based on your weapon type. Plus, okay, right, so depending on what weapon we're using, so an axe would gain a 40% crit chance. Combat dodge, increase our defense by 1 but they're so expensive though. What else have we got? Lockpicks, holy symbol, compass, mandolin, amber wand. None of those feel like my things. Once you're out of crossbow bolts, just use it to hit enemies with. Can you do that? Action point costs 4. 2 to 7. Yeah, I still like the axe. This character is going to be an axe guy. So if you got this, it'd be 250 plus the good crossbow would be another 250. That's 500. And then I can't afford the better armor. But oh, screw it. Let's just do it. Let's not agonize. Yes, heavy crossbow. Yes, great axe. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you. Let's equip them before I forget. So that goes in there. Oh, we need more bolts. We can sell our basic axe now as well, actually. Okay, back to the market. Sell that. Buy bolts. How many bolts? Let's... I can only buy 10. Really? Only buy them in units of 10? Yeah, give me another 10. I guess I don't have that many slots in my backpack, so... maybe we'll leave it at that. Okay, where else have we got to go? House stash. I've now spent all my money, so I don't really need to leave any anywhere. Let's go to the Trade Guild. The Merchants Guild of Yellowport is a large building of granite, plushly decorated inside to show off its wealth. Here you can bank your money for safekeeping or invest it in a guild enterprise, or invest it in guild enterprises in the hope of making a profit. You hear the Guildmaster is looking for adventurers. Guildmaster Vernon of Yellowport is surprisingly eager to see you. He's a hugely fat and bejeweled merchant, and he tells you that a group of ratmen have made a base in the sewers beneath the city. They come out at night to raid the warehouses and homes of the merchants of Yellowport. We need an adventurer like yourself to destroy their king, explains the Guildmaster. Without him, the ratmen won't be able to organize a feast in a larder. We will pay you 450 shards if you succeed. Yes, sir. Show me the way to the Skaven. Okay, so those are... presumably the green ones are done. Are they still highlighted because I've got them tracked, maybe? I can untrack those. What does it do when I track them? Not sure. Medium difficulty. Okay, so that's on par with the ghoul. Okay, well, but we are better armed now than we were before. So maybe... Vernon tells you that the sewers can be entered via an old disused well in the poor quarter. Whenever you are ready to enter the sewers, they will be accessible when you explore the city. I'd like to get my stamina higher if I can. So there's no XP in this game as such. I believe when you complete certain kinds of feat or something, you gain ranks in your profession. So I'm currently a rank 1 warrior. So basically, what that means is I have no idea how to level up. Anything in the tavern. The Goldust Tavern is a plush inn beside the city gates. The tavern costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you recover 1 stamina point if injured, up to the limit of your normal and wounded stamina score. Or I could buy drinks for everybody for 3 shards and listen for some rumours. You fall into conversation with Pyletes, a kindly old scholar priest of Mulhern, the god of knowledge. Many years ago, the Book of the 7 Sages was stolen from us, he croaks. News suggests that the Scorpion men are in possession of it. I need a young adventurer like yourself to travel to Scorpion Bight and return the book to me. In return, I can show you how to improve the skill of your choice. Done. Very well then, says Pyletes, visibly pleased. Meet me here once you obtain the artifact, and I will reward you. With that, you leave his table. Okay, how hard is that one? Hard. Okay, we're not doing that anytime soon. Could pay for more drinks. Think I'll save my money for now. Let's go chat to the Provost Marshal. You wait several hours to be seen by one of the Provost Marshal's aides, a certain Captain Royser. Bribe him, convince him of your loyalty to Sakura, or leave. Let's try the honourable approach first. Charisma roll. Yeah, not the most charismatic person. No. You do not sound convincing at all, and Captain Royser dismisses you rudely. You have no option but to leave. Hey, but what about if I gave you 5 shards instead? Captain takes your money and nods you in the direction you must go. Okay. The Provost Marshal is a rich and powerful man, cunning and capable. I have need of someone like you, he says. A group of rebels, loyal to the old king, are hiding out in the cold, bleak mountains. Their leader, Nergan Corin, is dangerous to us, as he is heir to the old throne and a rallying point for the rebels. Penetrate their stronghold and slay Nergan Corin, and you will be richly rewarded. I can promise you 500 shards and a title if you succeed. Done. Money and a title. Very well, says the Provost Marshal, and dismisses you. You leave the palace. Let me save this before I forget. Let me make sure I press the right key to do that. F5. Okay. And we will just do a regular save as well. Actually, let's name it after the character. Okay. Resume. I am unlikely to reload a save though if I die. That's mainly just in case the PC crashes. So, okay. We have all kinds of fun looking places around here. What else? Have we fully explored the city though? Did we go to the Trade Guild? We did. What's this about making an investment? You can invest money in multiples of 100. The guild will buy and sell commodities on your behalf using this money until you return to collect it. Don't forget that you can lose money as well, not as a solid merchant. The guild charges 10% on any withdrawals as it's cut rounded in their favour. So in other words, it's a casino. I will decline for now. If I deposit money, do they give me interest? Nope. They give me negative interest. Okay. I wonder if I should deposit some of these shards. Oh, I gotta buy a house. Wait, you mean there's no abandoned house that I can just take over again? I've actually gotta pay money? Okay. That's not happening then. All shipping in and out of Yellowport must come through the offices of the Harbour Master. Here you can buy passage to far lands or even a ship of your own. Okay, how much are the ships? Not too bad. Could do some trading if we had a ship. Okay, but for now, what are we going to try to do? Oh god, very hard, Kingslayer. I guess we're going to do rat problems then. Wait, did we not? What did he want? Oh, we got to go to the Forest of Larun, which is not a million miles away. I guess that's it there. Which probably requires us going north. Let's go and take on the Skaven, sorry. You walk around the smelly streets of the sulphurous city. The market is large and busy. At the corner of Brimstone Plaza, gigantic braziers burn sweet-smelling incense in an attempt to overpower the rotten egg smell that permeates the whole city. There are many stalls and goods to choose from. Your adventuring instincts push you to explore some of the back streets. Okay, explore the city by day, explore the city by night, or go down to the sewers. Let's do this. Climb down an old disused well in the poor quarter of Yellowport. It is dank, dark and smelly down below. If you do not have a light source such as a lantern, you will have to return to the city. Oh no. How much is a lantern? I bet I don't have the money for it now. 100. Just. Yes. Okay. Back down the sewers. The dank tunnels running with rivulets of foul water take you deeper into the unknown. You mark the twisting passages with chalk so that you can find your way back. Shortly you come out into a large rough-hewn cavern, wreathed in shadows that dance and flicker in the light you have brought. A sound makes you start in surprise. Make a thievery roll. This is not looking good. Fail. 3 hulking shapes appear out of the shadows as if from nowhere. They are hideous creatures, man-like, standing on 2 legs, but with the tail and hairy features of a gigantic rat. Their yellowing teeth snap at you as they lunge for you. The ratmen also wield wicked-looking short swords in their hands. "Gut the human!" yells one of them in a bestial voice. "You must fight them." Alright. Shaman. Deals 1 to 3 damage. Melee. They are all melee. 1 to 4 damage, 1 to 4 damage. I still only have 9 stamina. The shaman's gonna heal his mates though, isn't he? Okay, it's crossbow time. What's the range? 4. And I think we gotta switch to it. Swap weapons. No. Wait. How do I tell what I currently have equipped? It says I switched to Great Axe. I assumed. Oh, I already had the freaking crossbow equipped. Okay, swap again. And you're too far away. How many action points have you got? 4. Can't. Oh, they take longer to cross that. 3 action points. So if I move to here. Or do I just try and kill? I feel like I should kill him first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. Oh god, you're moving forward. You're a mage, you're supposed to hang around at the back. Okay, 100% hit chance. But all my action points. Oh, he's dead. Wow. Like the crossbow. Who's next? You? Oh, didn't kill you. Only did 4 damage to you. Alright. You didn't get to hit me though. I can still attack him with this, which I probably should do rather than swap to my weapon. I've got loads of bolts. God, only being able to do 1 shot per turn is a bit scary. Yes! In 15 shards. The ratmen lie defeated at your feet. You find 15 shards on the bodies and a note which says, "Party, kitchens, tonight. Rank and file rats only. No officers and no king allowed." The rest of the cavern is bare, so you press on down the tunnels ahead. After a while, you come to a cleaner area of the sewers, a part of the old city now buried under Yellowport. It dates from the period when all of Harkuna was ruled by the masked ones of Otaku, before the people overthrew them. You come to 2 rotten wooden doors. Names have been scratched onto them by some half-literate ratmen. One says Throne Room, the other says Kitchens. You can hear gravelly rat voices from behind both doors. Well, there's a party in the kitchens, so I kind of think we shouldn't go there, because all the ratmen will be there, except for the introverts. But I kind of feel like there's probably not too many introverted ratmen, but maybe that's just a stereotype. Let's go Throne Room. Gingerly you open the door. It leads to a curtained alcove through which you observe the room beyond. It is a long, low hall, clearly an ancient Utarkin temple. from a time when the masked lords of Otaku ruled all of Harkuna, but now part of the sewers of Yellowport. A cheap wooden chair has been placed on the altar to act as a throne. On it sits a large and extremely ugly ratman. He has a tacky amulet around his neck and a rusty iron hoop for a crown. About 4 ratmen are kneeling before him, engaged in conversation. Why are you at the party in the kitchens? But Scab, one of the ratmen is saying. That's great King Scab to you, dung breath, bellows the rat on the throne. A king and 4 regular ratmen. Well, I'm not going to sneak in. That's not my style. I'm not going to use sorcery because that's not my style. Charging into the attack sounds suicidal. Trying to bluff my way in sounds futile given I don't look remotely like a rat. What do you reckon, chat? Charge in or bluff my way in? I thought all the other ratmen would not be here. Bluff. Bluff it is. You step in saying, I have a message for King Scab. The ratmen stare at you in amazement. A human! Get it! Screams Scab. The 4 ratmen charge toward you with a roar, wielding swords before you can say anything more. Soon they've been joined by many others, and you have little choice but to turn and flee for your life. Desperately, you race down the sewer tunnels with an army of ratmen in hot pursuit. Thanks, Shell. Lose them in the tunnels, try some magic, or hide. Okay, Shell, you got me into this pickle, you get me out of it. I think trying magic is definitely not a good idea, though. Hide? Are you sure? Are you sure that's a good idea? Make a thievery roll. Oh dear. Success! You find a natural alcove in the wall of a tunnel. Desperately, you squeeze yourself into it and fade into the shadows. The ratmen come bundling past, whooping and yelling. None of them spot you, and once they have gone, you step out, smiling to yourself. You wait for things to die down and make your way back to the door marked Throne Room. Throne Room. Now I get it. A bit slow. Ignoring the kitchens you go through. Big brain. Okay. That was all part of the master plan, eh? To cause a distraction and lure them out. Very clever. Okay. Wait. Oh no. But it's the same paragraph. So 4 more ratmen are talking to the king. Well. I mean, I guess if I try and sneak, I'll be doing that will probably be a thievery roll as well. So, alright, fine. It's charging in. My sneak is terrible, yeah. Sneak is terrible. My magic is terrible. My combat is good. So, I mean, really, you know, play to your strengths, right? Charge! Hang on, can I change... which of these is currently... I can, okay. I think we go in with this equipped on the assumption that I won't be starting right next to them. What is the difference in damage, actually? It's 2 to 4, but I can hit twice. 3 to 6, but I only get to hit once. So yeah, I'm better switching to that when they're in melee range. Other than the fact it costs me 1 action point to do that. Alright, charge! With a martial cry, you draw your weapon and charge. You manage to cut down 2 of the ratmen before they can react. The remaining 2 officers draw their swords. King Scab gives a cry of anger and leaps at you in desperation, swinging a spiked mace in his hand. Flippin' heck. Alright, 14 stamina. Hits between 1 to 5. That would be very bad. He could kill me in 2 hits. His mates have damage of 1 to 4 or 1 to 3. Also bad. he is unreachable there. What's his movement? Got 4 action points. I think what I do is retreat into the corner and wait for them to come to me. Tactical assessment. In turn. What do I have in my backpack? Nothing I can eat. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna die. Okay. I can only shoot him once as well. 7 damage though. Another one of those. And he's history. I think that was probably the maximum damage I can do though in one hit. I didn't kill him. No. Hit me for 2. Okay. Time to swap weapons. And then hit him once. This better be it. Yes! King Scabby's gone. Just these 2 now. 2 action points left. Can I do anything useful with that? No, they're going to be on top of me this go, so it takes 2 to move there. Just end turn. And then at least I can hit him twice. 1, 2. Did not kill him. They could totally kill me. Okay, they didn't. 1 down. I need more stamina. What kind of warrior only has 9 stamina? King Scab's rusty iron crown shattered when he fell, so you take the copper amulet from around his neck. You also find a chest in the corner of the room, but it is clearly booby-trapped. Try to open it with magic. Try to open it with my mad thief skills. Or leave the chest and return to the surface. I'm gonna die if I try and open it, so unfortunately, I've got to leave it. Let's not get greedy. Okay, and then we're going to the inn, and we're going to sleep. And then we're going to go turn in this. Guildmaster Vernon is pleased to see you. You hand him the copper amulet and he exclaims joyfully, "The amulet of King Scab! Well done indeed. You're given 450 shards as a reward." Nice, rich again. All right, back to the market to spend it all. Maybe some chain mail would be good. I think so. Yes. It's only 1 extra defense, and I still don't exactly know how that affects the hit chance, but still. So we'll do that, and then we will sell my ring mail. We're still good for crossbow bolts, I think. Okay, good. Where next? Realistically, I cannot do any of these other quests. So we can untrack that. Like, it probably doesn't matter when we've completed it. I guess it doesn't show up. I guess we just go for a wander. So we know we need to go to the forest up there. So maybe we start wandering in that direction. Let's go along the riverbank. That seems like a nice, safe place to go for a stroll. You are following the course of the stinking river, and it certainly does stink, laden with sulfur that it is. Nothing happens. Good. I like nothing happening. Okay, Road Tavern. You join the much-travelled road that connects Trefoy and Karanbaru. The traffic mostly consists of convoys of troops and supplies. Eventually you come to the Weary Pilgrim Tavern, a way station between the cities. The tavern costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover blah 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 blah. Okay, usual thing. Let's buy a round of drinks, everybody, see if there's any rumours. A trader from the far north tells a story about a great wizard, Targdaz the Magnificent, who was tricked by a shaman of the Horde of the Thousand Winds on the Great Steppes. He imprisoned Targdaz inside a giant ruby and proceeded to loot Targdaz's tower. But in his stupidity, he opened the great wizard's casket of imponderables and unleashed a terrible storm that swept across the steppes, scattering many of the tribes far and wide. The shaman was killed, of course, but as far as anyone knows, Targdaz is still trapped in the ruby, waiting patiently for release. Perhaps for another 100 years, who knows? One thing's for certain, it won't be me trying to get him out. Okay. Is that useful information or possibly not? The Forest of Laron, though, we are here. Let's venture in. The Forest of Laron is a mighty swathe of densely packed trees, a slice of primordial nature in the middle of busy, industrious Sakara. You thread your way through the ranks of trees. In places, the forest canopy almost blocks out the sunlight completely, and you are wandering in the deep shadow, haunted by the cries of the creatures of the forest. I will seek the Willow Druid, given I am carrying the Oak Staff. You are on a quest to take the Oak Staff to the Willow Druid, who lives in a sacred grove somewhere in the forest. You wander around looking for unusual tracks, strange creatures, anything that might lead you to a druid's den. Wow. Success. Nice. You come across a forest glade. Birds twitter in the trees and woodland animals frolic playfully about. In the middle of the glade stands a mighty willow, ancient beyond reckoning. The trunk is hollow and a wooden door has been set in the entrance. You step into the glade. Sanctity roll. Pass, good. You are pious enough to be allowed to enter the sacred grove. You step in and knock on the door. A kindly old druid opens the door and greets you. You hand him the oak staff. Thank you, says the druid. An oak staff, eh? That's an interesting message to be sure. He hands you 50 shards as payment and a willow staff, saying, please take this staff to the oak druid in the City of the Trees on the Isle of Druids. I'm sure he'll reward you too. Good day and thanks again. With that, he shuts the door. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the Isle of Druids, which is probably harder than it was getting here from there. While we're here, should we venture deeper into the forest? That sounds like a stupid thing to do. So maybe let's not do that. What else do we have around? We've got 408 shards. We do have enough to buy a ship, I think. So we could go back to the city, buy a ship, sail back, take the staff back. Let's plan on doing that. However, we gotta go this way. The road is nearly blocked by wagons and supply convoys. A troop of soldiers forces its way through the throng. The men bang heads indiscriminately to clear people out of the way. I'm mistaken for a beggar? You're mistaken for a beggar and receive 10 shards from a passing priest. Excellent, good. Okay, we will wander back in the direction of town then. And leave. And down to the harbour side. Actually, I should probably have put some of these shards somewhere for safekeeping. Okay, what can we afford? A bark. A small merchantman vulnerable to nature's whims and human depredations. Next one would be a brigantine. Swift and manoeuvrable two-master with a decent cargo hold. Or a galleon for 900. A veritable sailing fortress and treasure vault all in one. Maybe I should save up for at least the brigantine. Yeah, let's... I gotta buy a house. Do I really want to buy a house for 200 shards? Not really. I guess I'll hang on to my shards then. Okay, well, I guess we didn't fully explore the city. Let's explore it by day. I can explore the Poor Quarter, the harbour area, or the area around the palace. Poor Quarter sounds dangerous. Is the harbour area different to where I've just been? While taking a stroll through the busy harbour area, you overhear a conversation between two merchants and learn the most profitable trading routes between Sakura and Golnir. You are positive that this new information will come in handy if you make a small investment in the Merchants Guild. Oh, okay. Exactly right. Maybe we should go invest in the Merchants Guild. Although, is this reliable information? I mean, investing based on rumours you've heard, it's never really the best thing to do, is it? Let's invest 100. I bet that makes no difference whatsoever. Is there anything going on in the background that actually changes my chance? I'm going to invest another 100 and then be done. So I don't know how long we need to leave that for. What if we check on investments now? To find out how well your investments have done, you have to test your luck. Special bonuses, +1 if in any shit of the 3 fortunes, +1 for info on profitable routes. Oh, okay, there is a modifier. +2 for info on best local buys in Golnir, +3 for info on the best trade routes in Otaku. Okay, so the odds are I'd get 7. +1 would be 8. So a loss of 10%. These odds are kind of bad. I think I will go back until I have some more reliable information. Okay, return to the town centre. 200 shards. Let's do more exploring by day. Let's go around the palace. A patrol of militiamen, mercenaries in the pay of the dictator, General Grievous, stop you in the street. They decide you'll be arrested unless you pay 15 shards as taxes. Is this smart to refuse to pay? Should I just pay and be done? I am very worried about the fact that there are options that are just instant fail. But they're mercenaries, so they're not proper militiamen. But no, we're gonna pay. We're gonna pay. We're gonna pay. I don't want to die yet. Let's do some more exploring. Let's swallow our prejudices and go and explore the Poor Quarter. If I get mugged, it's my own fault. A mad beggar covered in sores and grime accosts you in the street. "Oh, noble one, aid me for the love of the gods," he rants, frothing at the mouth and gesticulating wildly. "I need coins to eat, food to spend, and blessings to wear." Bless you, my son. Sanctity? I'm pretty sanctimonious. Pay? Okay, good. I'm glad we agree on that. A fail. Oh dear. You mumble a prayer to the gods, but you're not sure if you've got the ritual right. The beggar thanks you and babbles, "Yes, yes, a new doublet for an old beggar. I shall wear it with pride." He wanders off, stopping passers-by to show off what he thinks are his new clothes. Poor old fool. Okay, phew. No consequences for failing that then. Good. Okay, well, I survived that. Let's get back to the temple area. Check out these other temples we didn't visit. So the Temple of Elnir is an imposing edifice of grey stone inlaid with yellow marbling. Elnir is the god of the sky and of kingship. He is the ruler of the gods. His dreams are the clouds before a storm, says a pressing priest. Okay, what kind of blessings do you have? You will obtain a charisma blessing. Allows you to try again when you make a failed charisma roll. It is good for only one reroll. My charisma is pretty bad. Not as bad as my magic and thievery, but still pretty bad. So it's probably not worth getting that. So I will leave the temple. Alvir and Valmir. The Temple of Alvir and Valmir is built like an upside-down galleon. Alvir and Valmir are brother and sister, king and queen of the land beneath the waves, masters of the sea. Their servants and soldiers are the souls of the drowned, and when seas are rough and storm-tossed, sailors say that Alvir and Valmir are arguing again. Let's talk to the priest. The high priest tells you that the golden net of the twin gods has been stolen. The repulsive ones have taken it to their palace beneath the sea in the sunken city of Zeusudra. The repulsive ones worship the fish god Oannes, who struggles with Alvir and Valmir for control of the sea. We must have that golden net, or the repulsive ones will use it against us. If you return it to us, we will reward you, says the high priest. The sunken city lies under the coastal waters off the Shadar Tor. I will take the mission. Where would that be? I guess down here. Close. What blessings do you have? 5 shards to propitiate the twin gods of the sea. The safety from storms blessing works by allowing you to ignore any one storm at sea. Sounds like good insurance. 20 shards because I'm not an initiate. That still sounds like good insurance to me. Storm sounds like something that will just kill me if it happens. So, leave. Final temple. Turnai. The Temple of Turnai, the god of war, is built in the shape of a spear with a long pillared nave and an altar at the far end. 2 massive stone warriors guard its gates. Turnai is depicted here as the insensate spirit of war, a blood-drenched warrior with the head of a maddened jaguar. Resurrection arrangements? Resurrection costs 200 shards if you are an initiate, or 800 shards if not. It is the last word in insurance. Once you have arranged for resurrection, you need not fear death, as you will be magically restored to life here at the temple. You can only have 1 resurrection arranged at any one time. If you arrange resurrection later at a different temple, the original one is cancelled. You will not get a refund. Okay, well, I cannot afford 800 shards, which is an insane amount of money. So, yeah, if I die, I die. That is it. Game over. Blessings. The combat blessing works by allowing you to try again when you fail a combat ability check. It is good for only 1 reroll. Note that it does not apply when in actual combat. Okay. So this has no bearing on my combat stats, I assume, is what that's saying. Possibly. Or combat checks are stuff done outside of combat. I'm not going to pay for that because I don't think I should need it. Famous last words. Okay, let's do something a little more dangerous. Let's go and explore the city by night. You set out to explore the city of Yellowport at night, unwholesome though it is with its reeking air and dusty ochre streets. Head for the rough part of town. Go to the wealthy area, explore the merchants' storehouses. Let's check out the merchants' storehouses. You hear a muffled cry of distress from a dark alley. I must help. You find a huddled, moaning figure on the ground. As you approach, a net is thrown over you from behind. You glimpse a face painted with white bone dust and big red circles around the eyes just before a terrific blow on the back of your head slams you into unconsciousness. Am I dead? Have I been sold into slavery? We will find out next time. So, for now, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And this is PDA Live signing out. Bye for now.